how to start studying for exam, how exactly to begin, where to begin from. Hey everybody, Namaste, this is me Ananta and you're watching Study and Praxis, and yes, in today's video number 2 of the series, we're going to discuss how to start studying for exams. A little message to all the students watching this. Listen guys, if you just for once forget that you have a religion and just imagine yourselves like a student, you have only one festival, and that is exams. Treat it like a festival. Let's move on to the first point, and that is we will only see the headings. Now, whichever chapter you have decided to study, from that chapter, the first thing we're going to do is not to read, but just have a look which are the topics, which are the subtopics, subheadings in that chapter. Essentials, benefits, the subtopic, the other explanations, the conditions, etc. All these things. We're going to see kya hai is chapter mein, which are things that we're going to read in this chapter. First point is this. Now the next point is to have a look at the past year papers. Past year papers are a totally miracle because they are very, very helpful in the exam. The first thing that you do is have at least 5 years of question papers, past year papers, 5 years at least. If you can have 7 or 10, more than enough, but 5 is the minimum that you need to have. Grab those and write down which is a pattern that you're experiencing. किस टॉपिक से सबसे ज़्यादा क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं, इस एक पर्टिकुलर चैप्टर से किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं, कितने मार्क्स के आ रहे हैं, कितने डिटेल में आ रहे हैं, सब अच्छे से लिखो एंड मेक श्योर यू राइट इट एट वन प्लेस. ठीक है. एंड बिफोर यू स्टार्ट रीडिंग द चैप्टर यू फर्स्ट हैव अ लुक कि यार ये वाले टॉपिक्स मुझे बहुत ध्यान से पढ़ने हैं. Now let me tell you the reason why I was talking that these are miracles. I'll be very honest with you. मेरे हिस्ट्री के 12th के बोर्ड के एक नाइट पहले आई वॉज नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट. आई वॉज वेरी पैनिक्ड वेदर आई बी एबल टू स्कोर वेल और वेदर आई बी एबल टू परफॉर्म इन द पेपर और नॉट. Only one thing I did that night was to grab the 5-year question papers, past year papers, and I just saw 8 marker questions from that, and I read these from book, the answers from the book, only once. And you won't believe, अगले दिन क्वेश्चन पेपर में all the questions, all the 8 marker questions were from those papers. So you can't afford to miss this step. Moving on to point number 3 is that now we are preparing for the exams finally. So we don't have ample amount of time. We have some days left and we have to do our full in this time. So if you watched this video of mine, you will know I have talked about reading it 2 to 3 times and then making notes. Here we will make notes side by side with the chapter reading together. And this will help us during our revisions to go through and recall actively, in which we will be talking about in the later part of the video. This will be of real help. Now there can be 3 types in which you can make the notes, so let me share with you. The first is this, is a paragraph based note making, where you write the heading and then you just keep on writing in paragraphs the points that you have just noted. Now the second one is where you write the heading and you make notes point wise, like you make points, bullet points, and you just note down the crux of everything. And the third and the final one, and this is something I love to do, is you write the heading and then you make flow chart, you make arrows and circles around and write the points down. Now there are 3 methods, whichever you like, you can feel like doing so. And this one is something I love. If you want to know the preferences according to me or according to the teachers checking your paper, the point wise and the flow chart ones are good to go. But a paragraph is a total no, as no one will bother to read your answers and it will be tough while you're revising. Now after being done the chapter, you have done it, you've made notes with that, you try to actively recall it. Don't have a look at the notes, but if you don't remember कि क्या point था, have a look at notes and try to teach it to someone. Okay, not a person, it could be anybody, like literally anybody, your dog, your pet, your teddy bear, anyone. Just try to teach them as brief as possible, because the main aim is not to teach someone but to us to remind ourselves कि यार ये चीज़ें थी मैंने पढ़ी आज सुबह या फिर आज रात को. So yeah, this is one. And the notes that we had made, वो हमें help करेंगे to go through. हमें वो notes बहुत help करेंगे ताकि हम revise कर सकें, फटाफट उन points को देख लें and be like, we're done with that. This was the way I had to discuss if you are studying, if you're starting to study for your exams. Hope these tips will help you. Try testing them. This is it for this video. These were some of the tricks, some of the tips, some of the methods that I used to follow in my schooling, and I hope these will help you. Try applying them and tell me in the comment section if you like them. Any video that you want me to make, you want me to talk about anything, just comment down in the comment section and tell me. Thanks for watching. Namaste.